So, how do you think Christina's doing?
I think your apology helped.
I hope so.
The bad boy with the heart of gold. Been there.
It's just a thought.
Hey, hold on. If there's anything you can do for Christina, I'll let you know.
Maya?
Mr. Bauer.
Kiefer and I were planning a trip to Cambridge in the spring, do an insider's tour of Harvard. We were going to look into the dining clubs, watch the spring regatta. After that, we were going to take a train down to Manhattan. I had reservations at the Harvard Club, and Kiefer really wanted me to show him around. But now we and I making funeral arrangements.
I'm so sorry.
You were a disaster for Kiefer, weren't you? From the day that your insane brother attacked him at the club and your father showed up with his henchmen, I warned him. I warned him that you were nothing but trouble, and I told him to stay away from you. But he wouldn't listen, because he loved you. He loved you, and now he's dead. He's dead because you lied. You told people that he was beating you when he wasn't. And then your mother runs him down with her car.
It was an accident.
Kiefer's left leg was shattered. His hips were broken. And he had to lie there. He had to lie there in unspeakable pain, bleeding internally. Alone, Christina. Alone in the dark. Dying.
I didn't know.
His spleen ruptured before they could get him into emergency surgery. Kiefer would still be alive if he had gotten to this hospital on time. If only your mother would have called for help. But it started with you. You are the reason that Kiefer is dead. Kiefer is dead because of you.
So Morgan, is he all right? Morgan still wants to go to the Yankee game with me, Michael, and Dante. I promised him that game all winter. Morgan, he needs to be a kid. Michael needs to come home. They both suffered too much, and the only way for me to save them, I gotta take the deal. We're talking 10 years, on Rico. The murder charges go away. 5 years in prison. It's not that big.
Sonny, you're not going to survive a year in prison. Not just because of the claustrophobia. You got too many enemies.
I can work from the inside.
Claire should have brought the deal to Diane, not us. The judge should have been involved in this whole thing. We don't even know if that offer is real at this point. She broke all kind of rules. I mean, that could buy us a mistrial.
I don't want a mistrial. I want this to be done with. And I don't see any other options.
This could work.
What?
You don't take Claire's deal. I will.
I loved Kiefer. That's why I said Ethan beat me up the first time, because I didn't want to cause any trouble. I thought it would all go away once I dropped the charges, but then Kiefer wanted me to reinstate them, and I couldn't do that. Ethan is innocent. Kiefer said I was ruining his life, and he hit me, and he wouldn't stop.
Well, at least part of what you're saying is true. You were ruining Kiefer's life, but now you are trying to defile his memory.
Kiefer did hit me. He hit me a lot.
Did you tell anyone that before?
No, he always apologized.
Did you report it to the police?
I didn't want to get him in trouble.
Did you tell your parents?
No.
No, you didn't. Because it didn't happen, okay? Here's what happened. Your mother ran down Kiefer with her car. And then she left him there. She drove away. She came here to this hospital, stood around for hours knowing that he was out there, knowing that he desperately needed help.
Warren, this is not okay.
You killed my son. Your life as you know it is over.
All right, come on, let's go. What? You're grieving. You should go home.
Kiefer was dying when we were at the Metro Court. While we were having drinks, discussing the California deal, Kiefer was alone in the dark, bleeding to death. He couldn't walk, he couldn't get help. He was probably terrified.
I'm very sorry.
We warned him to stay away from that girl. She's a liar. We heard rumors that the mother was unstable, but I never thought.
Christina's not responsible here.
Well, then who is? Who the hell is?
Are you going on trial? Can they put you in prison?
It will be all right.
Sonny, it's not for you, it's for Michael.
He'd feel just as guilty.
It's 10 years. I'm out in 5. I can deal with prison. Michael knows that.
Well, what about Morgan? He's going to feel like he messed up and you're paying
No,
for it.
Morgan, I'm just going to explain to him that it's part of my job to take the fall. I take the risks, I agree to it, and I'm going to take the consequences with it. But I'm not leaving any kids behind. Jake, but he doesn't even know I'm his father.
I cannot let you do this, and Carly's not going to go for it. She'd rather me go to prison than you.
You're right. Carly's going to fight, she's going to yell, and she's going to hate it, but I think in the end she'll agree to it because it's for Michael, it's for Morgan. You're their father, and they need you.
Claire Walsh wants me.
Claire Walsh is desperate, or she would have never offered a deal in the first place. I'm a win for Claire. If she takes me down, she's going to look pretty good in Washington.
I can't believe we were acting like Carly's going to go for it when she's not. She'd rather confess and say you do this, and then she's going to bury me alive.
Carly is as stressed as I've ever seen her. And that's saying a lot because she thinks her testimony is not enough to save you. This way she doesn't even have to get on the stand. It's the right thing to do, Sonny, for all of us.
Oh, I'm so excited to see you. I missed you so much last night. I had the craziest dream. I dreamt that we were on the bike and we were headed to the beach
Sam,
and we...
Something to tell you. And, it's gonna hurt. And I'm sorry.
What happened?
I'm going to prison.